Canadians are very proud of the Canadarm. There's a stamp commemorating it. It's found in coloring books for children. But Canadarm, like every other invention, did not happen by time and chance, by wind blowing through a junkyard. It had to have a designer. It had to have an engineer, or perhaps many engineers. But there's always a head engineer, a main brain, who develops it, who works it through, and helps the other engineers get the job done. Let me tell you about the person who created Canadarm. He was the oldest son of 9 children, and his first home was a converted granary on the prairies. His first school was Detchen School, one-room school without electricity in an outhouse. He failed grade 2. He went to Girvan School, a school that's since closed down, and then graduated from Davidson High School. He went to the University of Saskatchewan College of Engineering, went to Montreal, to McGill, where he received a PhD. Not only did he create Canadarm, he created Dextra, which was unveiled after his death. He coordinated the International Space Agency with 11 countries that is in operation today, and he traveled throughout the world, especially in countries such as Malawi and other undeveloped countries, helping them with technology. He's the reason why, if you're in the South, you're not watching the local CBC and that's it. He's the reason that in the North, while you're watching anything at all. Before, the people like Eric developed satellites and other telecommunications, and he created one of the first satellites, by the way. There was no even radio in the North. His name was Eric Wallace White. He died in 2004, just a day before his 60th birthday. He died of kidney failure or complications thereof. His will and the lawyer is Stéphane LaRose, QC, designated myself and my husband John Caswell as beneficiaries of his funds, and that we were responsible for his son Samuel White. Stéphane LaRose has given us no help at all. He has deliberately not carried out the wishes of his client Eric. We have traveled to Quebec 3 times on business and on court to rectify this. Not only do we get any funds, we don't get refunded for our travel. We receive not a cent to put a monument of Eric in the local cemetery in Girvan, or for the Mass, which the priest kindly did not charge us. He has designated us because he believed in what we were doing, and because we were running a mission. He especially liked it that in our schools we talk about the theory of creation, although we spend a little bit more time talking about the short I vowel sounds and things like that. When we went to Quebec, we went to the Canada Space Agency. They had put up a plaque about Eric, but then they took it down. They hammered it up again, and Tron, the chief engineer who replaced Eric, he was a Vietnamese refugee who, when he came to Canada, he didn't know French or English, but he did know ethics, and he did know persecution. He told us what they were doing about Eric. He told us that they have covered up his contributions. He told us about Dextra. He told us about the other things. He showed us some models. Here's a young picture of Eric, and here's a picture of his son Samuel. Samuel was very fond of hockey and went to a residential high school in Nova Scotia that was founded in the 1700s, which is famous for a hockey school. We haven't seen Samuel, but Samuel has said has a great deal of information and pamphlets and brochures, pictures of the will. To date, we have received no satisfaction and no said. Quebec is famous for its corruption. Maclean's magazine was right about that. But the people of Quebec need to know what their government has done. Quebec, it's one thing to be corrupt about money. It's another thing to be willing to destroy someone's life and future, such as Samuel's life, for the sake of money. Les gens de Québec ont un droit de savoir que le gouvernement du Québec a volé d'argent d'une mission catholique au nord de Saskatchewan. Il a violé la dernière volonté du grand ingénieur du Canada. Il a capturé son fils.